yesterday I went to the cinema to see Old, the new movie of M. Night Shyamalan, which is a director I don't really appreciate too much. I appreciate the fact that he likes to experiment, he likes to always say new things, and so we need authors like him that like to experiment and not like Hollywood director who do always the same thing day by day every time. So what I want to say is that the movie, first of all, it's a movie that I really liked. It's a psychological thriller. He's an expert, this director on thrillers and horrors. In fact, the movie has also several horror aspects. And in the end, also, it's a movie that gives have some meaning to give to the messages and meanings to give to the public. In particular, 2 meanings and 2 messages. So up to us to decide which of the 2 we prefer the most. The 2 messages are not exclusive with each other, so they also can coexist, and they can be both very important for us. So I went to the cinema without having watched the trailer. So for me, it was a complete surprise. I was not aware of anything about it. I was not aware of this concept of the time, because in the trailer they explain it. So for me, it was a surprise. If you already saw the trailer, you clearly will be much less surprised, but at the same time I hope you will appreciate anyway the ending, and you will appreciate some scenes and some messages that the movie want to give. We are talking about several characters, in particular a family, but the main characters is not only this family, that are going to a resort in order for different reasons. Maybe because they want to heal themselves, maybe because they want to find the peace, maybe because they want to find an equilibrium in the life, or other reasons you will discover. And they also have all the families, all the people, they have something in common that I don't want to tell you, but something in common. And this something in common is the reason why they will have a crazy experience in this place. In fact, the movie takes some characters, so 2 families and a couple, and put them on a beach. So the movie starts in this resort where there are a lot of clients, a lot of tourists, but only some of them, so our main characters, will spend actually most of their time in a beach, in a private beach, let's say, in a hidden beach. And on this beach, something will happen, something very bad will happen. Let's say something bad. In theory, there are also positive aspects, if we want, on this island. So there are different points of view that you can, with which you can see what happens in the island, in the beach. But anyway, something that it's well explained. So the movie is very simple for some reasons. So it's very simple because the main characters are not so much, so you can really recognize them easily. Then the movie is based, let's say, in basically one place, so the beach, so very simple to follow. And moreover, in the script there are a lot of sentences and a lot of explications, so you will everything is well explained, so everybody can understand the movie. It's not complex, it's not a complex movie. It's complex, I think, for the director. I think he really did a great job not to make the movie stupid, but for the public it's a simple movie, so it's cool for me, this aspect. It's not like Christopher Nolan that makes movies like very complicated, like Tenet, which actually the concept of Tenet is very simple, the concept of the entropy and the order and so on. So a very simple concept because it's explained and everybody can understand it, but then the movie is super complicated with no reason, and that's why I really don't like Tenet. While this movie is simple and does not pretend to be complex, so that's very honest, if we want. What I wanted to say. So so the movie has. I want to say that apart the fact that it's a simple movie, which for me is a pro of the movie, is also a movie that is technically very well done. So the scenography is natural and is very beautiful. The directing is very cool, is amazing, and the acting also is very nice. The characters are not so famous. Let's say the actors are not so famous. We already have seen them, like the blonde actress, we've seen her in Neon Demon, the young guy with Neon Wolf, we saw him in Hereditary. I mean, then there is we already saw some faces, but they're not so famous, and this is a point of a positive point again of the movie, because the messages that the movie wants to give us are messages that are universal. So let's say messages for everybody. So it's cool to have characters that are they represent a bit the human nature, let's say a bit stereotypes, but that's what was important to give you. If they were too much personalized and too much described, maybe the message would have not arrived as they arrived. The movie has two messages and also two finals, in my opinion. So the movie has a more explained final, which could be appreciated or not. Me, I liked it, but actually the final of the movie could have been cut, and the movie would have worked anyway. So it was made this choice, maybe from a production point of view, so that the movie can be addressed to a larger and wider public. My vote from 1 to 10 is a full 7. So 7 is a good ranking, is a good grade. So perfect. So you should see it. Try to see it in the cinema, and try to see it in summer, since we are talking about a beach. So it's cool for summer, and also try to see it now while there is all this COVID and vaccine situation, because there is also a link on this. I prefer to stop here. I also did another video in Italian where I also do the spoiler part if you are interested, but for this English video, let's say I prefer to stop here. So what I want to say is just try to see this movie and let me know which of the messages you preferred and you appreciated the most, and tell me of course if you like this movie. So see you in the next video.